Going to be replacing a vent valve solenoid on a 2006 GMC Sierra 1500. We had some codes that came up, and we also going to replace the oxygen sensor. Bank 1 oxygen sensor was throwing some codes out too. So we had a Bank 1 sensor heat circuit was a P0030, and we also had a P0053, which is the same sensor, Bank 1 sensor. And then we had some emissions control system showing a small leak, and that is a code P0442, and a P0449 was a vent valve. So I replaced the gas cap already, brand new gas cap on it, and we're going to replace this valve. And once we replace that, I will tell you, when you order those, you'll get it in, and it comes in, looks just like the one that's under there. And the only difference is this is more rounded. The other one's kind of a oval shape. The plug, the factory plug will not fit it, so you're going to have to order an adapter to go from the factory plug to the new plug on the new one. So you'll have to order an adapter. So just keep that in mind when ordering that off of Amazon or wherever you get it from. So we'll get up under the truck and see if we can get these things changed out.
Alright, here's the vent solenoid. It comes off of the canister here. And from my understanding, what happens is when you overfill your gas tank, the gas comes down and runs down into the vent solenoid, and it makes it malfunction. So don't overfill your gas tanks. When it clicks, just cut the thing off, because from my understanding, that's what causes it to go bad. Now, I've already been under here the first time when I realized that that I was going to have an adapter. What was on here was the same part. This is the actual part that was on here, but it was metal bands that were here, so I put pipe clamps on it to get them back on. So anyway, after I get the hoses loose, then it'll come loose from the bracket there. So I've got the hose loose here. I've got it off the bracket there, so I'm going to take the hose loose on the back side. It's coming off. And then we'll disconnect it here. Slide that down. And there we go. Alright, we're back again, and we've had to do a little modification here and kind of bend this bracket down around a little bit. The part that I have is AC Delco part, so it was ordered, to fit this truck. Apparently, it's some changes were made. So anyway, I bent this around a little bit so to make this slide onto this bracket. I have the adapter here, which slides onto the original plug rather. That's plugged up, and then we'll just take that and hook it in up here. Almost finished sliding this on, so that's locked into place. We'll hook my hose up behind it. It's exiting out towards the motor. Just slide that up on there. Can get a good grip on it to push it on. Alright, now just tighten, got the hose all the way up on here. And the exit part, tighten that hose clamp back up. Kind of tight up there, but just take your time and it'll go back on. Alright, that's good and tight. I'm going to take all this excess I have here and just kind of put it up towards the bed of the truck. Keep it away from everything. I'm gonna go ahead and clamp it down, and it clicked in. It's got a little should be out of the way enough, and just need to get this other hose part back on. Alright, we had to loosen up this tape here. This had been changed out one time in the past, so it was a shorter piece here, so we had to pull it out to the end, so just extend it. I'll stick this on, and I had to disconnect it from the canister back here, so I'm going to make sure to slide it back on. Process of putting both pieces together. So he's back on here, and I'll continue to push this down. That's good. And tighten that down. Hopefully they'll take care of the problem. When we initially took this off, it had looked like water in it, so kind of confused on how that might have happened. There's nothing to cause it to create water coming in down here, and that is it. That's on, and then we'll see if we can clear these codes out after we replace the oxygen sensor. All right.